Hello, my name is Benjamin Hart. I'm an American attorney and the managing director of Integrity Legal here in Bangkok, Thailand. As the title of this video suggests, we're discussing whether or not anybody is going to actually want to come to a quote-unquote dry Thailand. And to kind of preface this video, I never really wanted to become an advocate for alcohol in Thailand. That's not really my purpose. It's not really my goal in life. But I've truly felt that and truly thought, let me be clear, that this alcohol ban has been wildly misdirected since the beginning. No one has been able to explain to me exactly what the purpose of this is. I haven't found any data to support the notion that this provides major benefit to the public at large by having these alcohol bans, especially in restaurants where people are congregated anyway. To me, it just hasn't made a lot of sense. That said, maybe certain things just don't make sense to me. The next question, though, becomes, and this is kind of more to the point, we're coming up on, presumably, the November 1 reopening. We're sitting here in sort of the middle to the end of October, and waiting with bated breath to be sure that November 1 is going to be the reopening of Thailand with basically no quarantine, or at least extremely truncated quarantine to the point where you just spend one night now after arriving and getting tested. But okay, this is going to happen November 1, but the alcohol ban is apparently, according to what we're reading in various news sources, alcohol ban is not set to be lifted until December 1, and the full sort of spectrum of entertainment venues and I'm not talking about any specific entertainment venue, but they've said this. The alcohol ban's not going to be lifted for restaurants. Doesn't look like we're going to see bars, entertainment establishments reopening, clubs, until December 1 at the earliest. And I think it begs the question, is anybody going to want to really come to Thailand in that interim? Now, I'm sure there's folks, especially non-immigrants, folks that live in Thailand otherwise, yeah, they're going to avail themselves of that immediately. But are a lot of tourists going to want to come? I don't know. I got to say, if I was a tourist, I would probably think twice about going someplace that ostensibly had an alcohol ban where, I wouldn't be able to get a beer sitting at the beach while, eating a club sandwich. The reason for the video is not just to criticize. It's maybe to hopefully cause some rethinking. Maybe folks kind of say, hey, we're reopening on November 1. Maybe a break on the alcohol ban might be a good idea as we are trying to attract tourists back into the kingdom, which is ostensibly the reason for the reopening to begin with. And hopefully, I would think, maybe cooler heads could prevail and we could see this alcohol ban lifted sooner rather than later, as I can definitely say, coming from correspondence and communications I've had with clients in the food and beverage sector, in various sectors throughout Thailand, the reopening is great. Everybody's happy to see this. And I don't think anybody's, myself included, are trying to be critical for criticism's sake. But I definitely think, some rethinking should be done. If we're going to open, let's open. And let's start attracting tourists as quickly as we can.